About 45 days ago on this channel, I thought I could have been buying the top on one of the most promising altcoins in the entire space, and that is Venice's VVV token. But yesterday, and really throughout the last month, the confirmation that I think that this coin could eventually become one of, if not the biggest overall AI altcoin in the entire industry, my conviction in that has risen so much. And yesterday we got a big update in this ecosystem. I want to run that down, as well as where I think this could go throughout the rest of the year, as well as a long-term price target. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. As always, guys, be sure to drop down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more. Every single week here on In the Game, we have you covered top to bottom, everything you need to win across the markets. And of course, a big shout out to our sponsors down below in the description. You can check them all out in the description down below. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Another green week for the Venice token. And if we look at the 24 hours, also slightly in the green here. And this is really off the backs of so many good updates coming across this ecosystem. This video is going to be short, sweet, and to the point. But just a couple days ago, on Monday on this channel, I talked about this exact setup, okay? The market dipped and showed its cards to the T, okay? We look at the market right now. Let's go over to Nexus. Let's go to watch list. We can see here. I mentioned that this dip is a huge opportunity because the market was showing its hand. If you watched Monday's video and you took advantage of some of these, or maybe you longed some of these coins, you are absolutely printing right now. The elite altcoins have made themselves very clear, and now was the time to find entries during that Monday dip. Well, now we see Zcash is up 17% today. It's almost at $700. We see Hyperliquid's up 33% on the week. BitTensor's up 6% today. And then we see the weekly on Venice is up 16%. So literally, if you just implemented what we said on Monday, you're already well in the green. And if you leveraged on this, you're looking very, very nice. But look, the market showed its cards. And what we're seeing right now is a transition from a bunch of vaporware coins that don't do anything, that people hype up on the timeline for no reason, to actual product. You know, Tau, one of the best overall ecosystems in crypto, with their subnet ecosystem, the root staking, how the yield mechanism works for the different subnets. It's really a phenomenal product. We have Zcash, which, like we alluded to yesterday, is kind of like that Swiss banking type of privacy coin. We see Hyperliquid, the biggest trading platform that's probably been built in crypto since the traditional rails of Binance and Coinbase, if we really look back in history. I mean, Hyperliquid is one of the biggest financialized products ever made. And then we have Venice, which is the AI privacy stack. These are all the coins that are really getting the most attention. And I mean, at this point, like, that really fills up the majority of my portfolio between these tokens. And I do agree with Jesus here that I'm not going to be buying other coins, and especially not AI coins, unless they're showing signs of life. Down only AI charts without users will slowly be phased out. And this is why I'm so focused on Tau, VVV, as well as Near Protocol. I think that those three are really the ones that are worth holding in 2026. And then rounding out that altcoin portfolio with Zcash and Hyperliquid. I think that's a very well-rounded stack. But to get into Venice, just yesterday, and last month, we talked about how I think that this coin could eventually be listed on Robinhood. Well, we do get that update officially. VVV is now available to trade on Robinhood crypto, including New York. So Venice listed on Robinhood. The team is absolutely cooking on all levels. And you guys, I think that crypto is such a funny place because, and that's exactly what Ansem says here. We complain about coins underperforming, and we complain that there's not enough things to use, like actual apps to use in crypto, but then we don't use them. So what's the last time you used Venice AI? People said never, 80%. And then the last time people used Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini was today, 78%. But if you actually look at the tech stack behind Venice, it is a blend of OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, Perplexity, all these different models baked into one protocol, and it's private, okay? Like, they're not stealing or selling your data. They're just built off the best AI models in the entire world. It takes very little time before you realize Venice is something fundamentally different, and you'll never get a I can't do that from Venice because it's powered off all the most elite models in the entire industry. And let this cook. I mean, like right now we're looking at an $800 million market cap. I would not be surprised to see $50 to $100 on this token by the end of this year, to be completely honest with you. At the growth trajectory that this is on, they just hit 3 million users. Their API usage every single day is growing and growing. More people are buying in subscriptions. If we look at the revenue, this is crazy. So their 3-week subscription ARR trajectory currently is about 2.6 million, which is annualized at $134 million a year. And if we go down here as well, their 3-week subscription average daily MRR added for the last week was 30.5K, which adds 2.6 million to their ARR. This is a revenue generating company. These are those API tokens that just keep going parabolic and up and to the right. And I understand also, I see on the timeline a lot like Tao people trying to discredit Venice, or Venice people trying to discredit Tao. You can hold both. Newsflash, if you're a fan of AI and decentralized AI and crypto, you can hold both of these tokens. There is no issue with that. So tribalism in crypto is how you end up holding bags, or you end up getting just FOMO because you're on the sideline. You can like multiple products. I like Venice. I like 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏. I like Near Protocol. I like Hyperliquid. I like Zcash. It doesn't matter. That doesn't make one better than the other. That is my stack that I'm willing to ride with right now. And I just want to get it out there to the Tao maxis, maybe in my comments or on crypto Twitter. You can hold both of these coins. There is nothing against that. That just means you are supporting the future of decentralized AI. Like I said, this is going to be a short and sweet video. I think that the Venice token could be hovering around $50 by the end of this year if Bitcoin cooperates and gives us a good trajectory. As we're seeing right now, Zcash is probably trending towards $1,000 a coin. It's at 680 right now, up 100% on the monthly time frame. Hyperliquid's at $52, looking absolutely fantastic. So look, our basket of tokens right now is absolutely cooking. And I think that we're at the tip. We haven't even touched the iceberg yet. Like, we have so much more to climb to get up this mountain. Imagine when Bitcoin's at all-time highs, what Zcash is going to look like, what Hyperliquid, Venice, what Tao is going to look like. It's going to be absolutely insane, guys. So like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more. I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. Like I said, a short and sweet update, but our little basket of coins is doing very well, and that barbell is paying off nicely. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, trade responsibly, my friends, and of course, stay bullish, my friends. Pardon me.